boys, starting with the Thursday night game. We have the Bills versus Patriots. Both teams playing last Thursday as well on Thanksgiving. The Bills are 8-3, and the Patriots are 6-5. The Bills are favored 3.5, and the over/under is 43.5. I'm kind of surprised the line isn't a little higher here, but the Patriots have been keeping games kind of close. Their style of play is kind of, ground and pound, play good defense again this year, don't make mistakes. So I think this will be a close game. I would say the Bills, I think, win this one, but I'm going to go 24-21 for the Bills. And hopefully I'm wrong, because I'm a Patriots fan, if you didn't know that. Next is Steelers-Falcons. The Steelers are 4-7, and the Falcons are 5-7. The Steelers are favored 1, and the over/under is 42. This is a pretty tough one. I don't think it'll be a great game. I'm not sure if Najee Harris is playing for the Steelers this week, so that would probably change things a little bit. I'm going to take the Falcons by a little bit here, just because they're at home. We'll go 20-17 for the Falcons here, but this one really I think could go either way. Next is Packers versus Bears. The Packers are 4-8, and the Bears are 3-9. Green Bay is favored 4.5, and the over/under is 43.5. A big factor of, I think, who wins this game is if Justin Fields ends up playing. And I think if Justin Fields ends up playing, I think the Packers lose this game. This feels like, I don't know, the type of game you're in Soldier Field. It's December, late November type. I feel like the Bears always win this type of game versus the Packers. So I'm going to take the Bears here. That is contingent on if Justin Fields plays. If he doesn't, then I would go Packers in this one. But we're going to go 24-20 Bears. Jaguars-Lions is next. Both teams are 4-7, and Jacksonville is favored 1, and the over is 51.5. This kind of feels like that Steelers-Falcons game, except there'll be a lot more points. Kind of a tough one to choose. Both teams playing pretty decent football right now. For their records, the Jaguars just beat the Ravens last weekend. And the Bills game the Lions came pretty close to beating the Bills last weekend, so I'm going to take the Lions at home here. $30-24. Next is the Jets versus Vikings. The Jets are 7-4, and the Vikings are 9-2. Minnesota's favored 3, and the over/under is 44.5. I believe Mike White is starting again for the Jets after his very good week last week against the Bears. I am going to take the Vikings here, though. I like the Vikings 24-17 in this one. 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins is unstoppable. Next, we have the Commanders versus the Giants. The Commanders are 7-5, and the Giants are 7-4. Washington is favored 2.5 on the road here, and the over/under is 40.5. I think this will probably be a pretty close, pretty low-scoring game. I'm going to have the Giants squeak this one out, give Taylor Heineke his first loss this year. Go 21-17 for the Giants. Titans-Eagles is next. Titans are 7-4, and the Eagles are 10-1. Philly is favored 5, and the over/under is 44.5. Should be an interesting game. A.J. Brown playing the Titans again, his former team. I think this will be a very run-heavy game. Jalen Hurts, of course, is basically a running back, and Derrick Henry for the Titans is still one of the best running backs in the league. I'll take the Eagles here. 24-21 in a pretty close game. Broncos-Ravens is next. Broncos are 3-8, and the Ravens are 7-4. Baltimore is favored 8, and the over/under is 38.5. The Broncos have looked terrible this year, especially on offense. If you didn't watch my recap video of last week, I talked about the defense, the Broncos defense, getting real mad at Russell Wilson in their game versus the Panthers, just because the offense has been horrible all year, and I think it finally got the best of them. We're taking the Ravens here. I'll go, Broncos defense has been solid though, so I don't think the Ravens will score too much. I'll go like 20-10 for the Ravens here. Texans is next. The Browns are 4-7, and the Texans are 9-1. Cleveland's favored by 7, and the over-under is 47. I believe this is the Deshaun Watson return game. So Deshaun Watson will be playing versus the Texans, to my knowledge. And I think Kyle Allen is starting again at quarterback for the Texans instead of Davis Mills. As much as I would love to pick or think the Browns were going to lose here in Deshaun Watson's return, Kyle Allen and the Texans is not a very inspiring group to pick. But I think I'm going to do it anyway. I don't think Deshaun deserves to be in the league anymore, if the allegations are true, but we won't get into that too much here. I'm going to pick the Texans. Play a little spoiler in Deshaun's return and win 21-20. Seahawks Rams is next. Seahawks are 6-5, and the Rams are 3-8. Seattle's favored 7.5, and the over/under is 41.5. Especially if Bryce Perkins is starting again for the Rams, I think the Seahawks win this one. We'll go 30-20 for the Seahawks. Good game here, the Dolphins versus 49ers. The Dolphins are 8-3, and the Niners are 7-4. San Francisco's favored 4 in this one, and the over/under is 46.5. This is a case of good offense versus good defense. Dolphins, one of the best offenses in the league, and the Niners, one of the best defenses in the league. I read a stat the other day that, I don't know, it's through however many weeks. I don't think it's the whole season. That would be crazy. But the 49ers defense in the second half has held their opponents to, 10 points or something in the last however many weeks. I guess it's not impressive if I don't know the exact stat, but it was good. I'm going to take the Niners here. I think they'll be able to hold the Dolphins just enough. And I'll go 24-20. Another good matchup here, Chiefs-Bengals. Chiefs are 9-2, and Bengals are 7-4. A rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. Kansas City's favored 2, and the over/under is 53. I believe Jamar Chase is back for this game. And I'm going to pick the Bengals to win here at home. I'll go 31-28 Bengals. Probably be pretty high scoring. And I think Jamar Chase is a big help to aid that scoring this week. 6-5, and the Raiders are 4-7. The Chargers are favored 1.5, and the over/under is 50.5. I'm gonna take the Raiders here. 28-27. The Chargers have a pretty bad rush defense, and Josh Jacobs is probably the hottest running back in the league right now. So I think Jacobs has another big day and carries the Raiders to victory once again. I apologize, that was not the Sunday night game. This is the Sunday night game, Colts-Cowboys. Apologies on that one. The Colts are 4-7-1, and the Cowboys are 8-3. Dallas is favored 11, and the over/under is 43.5. I think the Cowboys win this one. We'll go 30-17 for the Cowboys. They're starting to look like a pretty good football team again. And finally, the Monday night game is Saints vs. Buccaneers. The Saints are 4-8, and the Bucs are 5-6, and somehow leading that division. Tampa's favored 3.5, and the over/under is 40.5. I'll take the Bucs here in a pretty low-scoring one. I'll go 20-13 Bucs. Saints obviously put up 0 points last week, and I feel like the Bucs usually struggle on offense versus the Saints in this tough divisional matchup, so I'll keep it low scoring, but I think the Bucs win. And the two teams on bye this week are the Cardinals and the Panthers, so only two teams on bye. And that is going to do it for our Week 13 predictions. Let me know in the comments what you think I got right, what you think I got wrong, and what your biggest upset prediction for this week is. Mine being the Texans over the Browns, although that is more of a hope, a wish, than it's more of a pick with the heart than a pick with the brain, let's say that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, as always.